Welcome back to Heroes Chronicles, Warlords of the Wastelands. This is Serpent Stair. And this is Tarnum. And this is, well, week 6. Astrologers proclaim week of the Wyvern Monarch. Wyvern Monarch growth +5. Since they make that distinction, I'm going to guess that the week of the ogre earlier didn't give me any ogres at my area because I was already getting ogre mages, and they apparently don't count. Despite the fact that they can be recruited as ogres. Also, snipe your gold, because I can, because it's the beginning of the week. And I will come over here and check out this stuff. Flag this mine. I almost didn't notice you. I will beeline for you now that I know that you're there. And you can get some gems from there. And recruit some goblins. And go back here and get the ogres who have no doubt arrived. Build an upgraded wolf pen. I'll get the castle later. I'm making tons of money. I can just fully recruit this place. If you have the money for it, it's a good idea. If you don't have the money for it, it may be a bad idea because you need to save it for other things. But if you do have the money, it's a good idea to keep potential recruits of your towns full, even if you don't have anyone to come and get those units. Because should an enemy hero wander into one of your towns, and all the monsters still be there for recruiting, they could recruit those monsters themselves. If they wander into your town and you have the monsters sitting in your garrison, they'll have to fight them before they can even get in, and you may be able to keep it, even if there is no hero there. Basically, it's the difference between giving your enemy the opportunity to fight your creatures and accrue losses, and giving your enemy the opportunity to recruit your citizens, basically, and build their army. Oh! Alright, now this is dangerous because Tarnum does not have that many powerful units, and Rabak does. And if I lose Tarnum, I lose the game, so you know what? Leave that the hell alone and just come through here to rescue me, please. However, since I'm here, I can totally be sassy, get all these troops that I just recruited, give them to Gundala, most of them anyway, and use them in the battle I'm about to have against the boss. And even give you a stack of ogres. It's not going to reduce your speed because they weren't in there for the beginning of the turn. That's how it works. Screw you, Rabak. Rabak has lots of attack power, but not much of anything else. I beat him everywhere. Up and down the street. Stone Skin on my Thunderbirds. Seems to be my spell of choice. His most powerful units over here are the rocks, so I could take those out right away, or I could... I cannot actually come up here and attack the ranged units as much as I would love to, because they are too far away by 1 hex. So I'll attack the rocks instead. He's gonna use his magic to kill off 5 of my hobgoblins, as though that actually mattered. Have I lost any of my Thunderbirds? Yes. The stack of hobgoblins. Huh? No. I guess that happened when the rocks attacked them, and it just didn't say. I will bring forward my army of hobgoblins. I forgot to split this stack. Okay, so now this is a big war, where lots of casualties are had, but there's lots of units, and it's kind of the climactic final battle, so it's not all that bad if I lose some. Now you move forward. Also gonna get tons of experience from this. Okay. You can now come up here and fuck with these guys. And kill most of them. Killing off my hobgoblins. Slowly but surely. She'll kill off their goblins, because that's a large enough stack to be dangerous. And then the rock. And then Rabak, unfortunately, before I was able to kill off the last of his orcs, fled. Now that means that I get the experience. I get the victory. I get the ground, and I think I might even get some artifacts. Expert archery, yes please. Ooh, but basic scouting is good for a support character. Well, if he had any artifacts, I did not get them. Now I know. However, the heroes' stats, and I believe the armies that they still had, can be rehired from, for instance, Tormina Stronghold. So he's going to come at me again with another army, most likely. Because he can come back next turn. For now, though, the day is saved. You can have these ogres. I will split this stack of ogre mages, because I remember to do so, having forgotten before. I did perform very well there. Actually, now that we are both max level, let's switch places. And you can ferry around the unfinished troops. And Tarnum, the actual hero of the story, can have his final victory. Which means a lot of shuffling things around. But it's okay. There we go. And now Gondola. All these things have been recruited, that's fine. Now Gondola can head back over here to collect these things this week. Check to make sure that that's been collected too. And Tarnum can go and be the hero. And get the Sulphur Dune and various other things like that. Anything need improvement? Or can I just stop improving this place? Castle. Because at this point, money has just become completely irrelevant. You sit with the 4 bards one night, listening to their accounts of Yarg and how he conquered every land between the 2 oceans. His heroic deeds were numerous. Yarg lived so long ago, you say. What of the barbarian kings that came after him? The bards exchanged a knowing glance. Then the eldest says, Yarg was the last. He ruled well into his old age, but when he died, his kingdom crumbled. His sons fought each other for control and ended up too weak to stand up to the wizards who formed Bracadoon. Yarg was the last? You say amazed. No, says the elder bard. There must be another. Only a king can bring the people together. Only a king can throw off this yoke the wizards have placed upon us. It takes you a moment to realize they're talking about you. Yeah, Tarnum's still young and kind of fresh-faced here. So this is all a little bit shocking to him. Over here we have a mercenary camp. Yeah, that's something I want. That'll give us +1 attack strength. There are no goblins. Continue on. Anything else? No, I'm good. I'm good. This now is just completely out of habit. I'm honestly good. I do want to come over here and kill the wyverns, though. Now, these 16 wyverns actually think they have a chance. That's because they're quite powerful. They're high-level units. They are really not to be trifled with. But I just have to wait until I can Bloodlust on my Thunderbirds. Get a good shot with my Orcs, that helps too. And I can take these guys down, no problem. Because I have a powerful friggin' army. With Thunderbirds. Have I mentioned that I love my Thunderbirds? I believe I have. There's a reason why. After saving a young boy from a vicious pack of wolves, you return him to his father's manor. The grateful nobleman awards you with a badge of courage. And this is part of the reason that this feels like it should be a D&D campaign. You have all these random events, and you can picture like that being a whole session of a D&D game, actually having details of the rescue. You've come upon a camp of mercenaries practicing their combat tactics. They welcome you and your troops, and invite you to train with them. There we go. More stats for the future. This is what? 1000 experience. Okay, so it's not an automatic level, it just gives you experience. That makes sense. Stop looking at the building, Usurp. There's nothing there for you. Seriously, stop it. It's so natural for me to slow play. It's so hard for me not to. Hire everybody, because I can. Because I'm rich now. Yay, Gondola, pick everybody up. Now go. For the good of the city. Back this way. We're gonna have you train with the mercenaries too. This learning stone will do nothing for me. It looked like that one actually had more detail in it than most of them do. Yeah, I'm just gonna troll around and flag all these things. Because I can, and the enemy will hate it. There's Rabak. And also because I don't really want to end the scenario until I can get, Gondola, for a second there I almost forgot her name, over here to train with the mercenaries. But I am really almost done. So, you know what? It's not the end of the world if that doesn't get to happen. Seriously? You left your army in the castle. Well, sure, I'll fight you again. Just giving me your gold at this point. The enemy still has to spend resources like that. And now, Rabak has been defeated, he cannot be resummoned, and I get these things. So, the Badge of Courage is what I had before. The Medal of Valager... The Medal of Valager and the Badge of Courage each increase morale by 1. I do not need them because I have leadership and only one faction. The Cape of Velocity is very powerful. It gives me more speed, much like the Boots of Speed do. And the Ring of the Wayfarer. Okay, no, that's different. So this gives all of my units plus 3 combat speed, and this gives me more speed over land. Fantastic. Could just take this town. At this point I want to. It would take Gondola... If I'm gonna keep doing the 1 week thing, it would take me another video to get her down there. What the hell does it matter? The week resets in the new one anyway. Yeah. When the new scenario starts, the week... It won't carry on the same date, so it really doesn't matter. Alright. In that case, I will wait to get her down here. Alright. And Tarnum will just, Nah, I just want the tower. Tarnum will troll by being here and being strong. It's the week of the tortoise. I'll have some gems. They keep leaving the army in the castle. Maybe that's a thing that they're doing just because it's normal difficulty and this is part of the advantage that they're giving me. But it's so stupid. So silly. Alright. Gondola, go get your +1 attack. Thank you. Now I can end the game. Of course, it's gonna actually require a battle. Ooh. And this is Zeban. I saw him earlier. I expected Rubak to be in this fight. I mean, I expected that before I killed him. I didn't expect him to come back from the dead so that I could fight him again. Cool though that would be. I'll wait for some of you guys to come out and join me. And to buff my units, because that's a wonderful thing to be able to do. No. There we go. And you can kill off some of my hobgoblins while you're at it. Because you see, fighting the enemy outside the gate is much easier than trying to cross over it. Let's kill the rocks, not a problem. Kill the wolf riders, also not a problem. There we go. Have my hobgoblins come over here and stand on the drawbridge so that it cannot be raised. And the raiders. Then come over here and start killing them with a vengeance. And this will almost certainly end the scenario. Torso of Legion. Blue has been vanquished. Congratulations! All your enemies have been defeated! Victory is yours! Which means that I did not get to check out that Mage's Guild. If I had allowed them, perhaps, to take the town over here, the less powerful one, I could have come skirmished down here and got the Mage's Guild, but that would have been much too complicated, really, for my tastes. One end. Oh. Okay. So maybe it is just 8 scenarios. However, 8 times 8 is... that's basically 64 chapters of this game. Scenarios, that is. Across the 8 chapters. Next time, we will be coming back for more with the Criminal King.